these AI searches are now able to give you data in a much more consumable way that's more convenient for you. You're in control of the search experience to a much more significant extent than you used to be. You don't get the challenge of having to deal with the UX of a lot of different web pages. It's a more consistent experience. You do have to learn a little bit about how to prompt, how to give it enough context to give you the right information, but it's a much more consistent experience than the one above. And so you can see, here's the conversation that I had. I was going through my inventory. I have all these questions, right? So first I'm asking about the hanging clam meat. Then I'm asking about tender crocolisk meat, raptor egg, spider ichor. At some point I just start saying words because I just kind of want to know the details of them. And it's giving me details on whether or not these are used in recipes.